welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're reacting to Zolita's sophomore album, Queen of Hearts. But before we hop in the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you love all things music. Now, I'm sure everyone's probably heard Zolita's songs go viral on TikTok. We love a queer pop icon. Lesbian pop is taking over the world right now. Any Renee rap fans, out there kicking. This one, we have another blonde pop girlie to react to. I've been loving her music for a hot second, especially the new era that we're in. The Queen of Hearts era is sounding amazing. Now, there's only 8 tracks on this album, and I've already heard 4. Small Town Scandal has been on repeat since it came out. So we won't be reacting to Bloodstream, All Girls Go to Heaven, Small Town Scandal, or the ending track, Grown Up. If you haven't heard Grown Up, prepare for tears if you go to listen to that one. So we're only going to be reacting to 4 out of the 8 tracks, which, hey, I'm excited to hear what they sound like. And I guess without further ado, let's hop into the opening track, All Over Again.
I think we should break up, I think we should end it, I think we should call it quits, so you're a stranger again. I can't help it if I'm getting kinda sick of this. We talk in circles all about the same old shit. We always do.
So this is definitely a song that I know I've heard her tease on TikTok. But it says, I think we should break up, I think we should end it, I think we should call it quits, so you're a stranger again. She's like, we are approaching the end. We are in a relationship that needs to end. It's like, I wish we could go back to being strangers again. She says, I can't help it if I'm getting kind of sick of this. We talk in circles all about the same old shit. We always do. We've been going out to parties just to fill up space. Keep thinking if we drink enough, our problems will fade. They never do. She's like, we've reached a repeat cycle where our same shit keeps happening over again. Our same problems are going over again. I think it would be better if we just rewind and go back to not knowing each other and not knowing the pain we're causing each other. And, but also you could be repeating mistakes if you go back and rewind because, history is doomed to repeat itself if you don't learn. Oh man, this one's fun. In terms of sonics, she's sounding fun. She's sounding cute. I don't know if it's my favorite sonically quite yet, but you know me, I love production, so I'm gonna love the song as long as it's like got that fun poppy beat behind it. Well, that was a fun little poppy number there. She did have a post-chorus there where it basically says, I think you should block me, I think you should cut me off, so when we talk the next time it'll feel the first time that we met. Yeah, I think we should break up to fall in love all over again. So essentially talking about reminiscing. If we knew what if we went into a relationship knowing what we know now, we could do it all over again. But she's also saying that had we never met, had none of this gone through, I'd still think I'd fall in love with you again. She's like, I don't regret it, but I also do regret it going on. And in the bridge, she says, so break my heart, rip it out. We'll have better luck the second time around. There's no doubt that I'll fall for you again. So she's like, no, she's like, even if, if we came back to each other, in another lifetime, in another multiversal moment, we would still fall in love again and again. That one was a cute little number. And then after that, we have Bloodstream, which I've already heard. So next we're moving into the title track, which is Queen of Hearts. So I'm curious to see what her spin on that little phrase there is. So far, love this one. The sonics are amazing. Plus, if anyone knows anything about me, I love Alice in Wonderland. So any Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland-esque reference, I will probably love, hence why I love Taylor Swift's Wonderland so much. But she opens up with, what's your name, what's your sign, caught my eye, did you come alone tonight? See your hands, I'm like, damn, what's your plan? Because if you gave me the chance, I'd go to your Wonderland. So she's seeing something, she's seeing someone she likes on the dance floor. She's like, I want to get to know you. But I'll dance alone in the spotlight, kiss someone who isn't my type. Heard you like a chase and I want you watching me. I'd do anything. She's like, I know I like you, but also I'm going to play coy. I'm going to play hard to get, but I won't ever show my cards, play you like the Queen of Hearts. I'm going to make you fall in love so hard. And when you're And when we're touching in the dark, you can call me the Queen of Hearts. She's like, I know my prowess. She's like, I can make them fall in love with me left, right, and center. She's like, I can play the role of like the head woman in charge. I love it. I wonder if my ability to speak has gone, I feel like, down this past month. If you hadn't noticed, I've been a little off my game, but so far, really loving this one. It's interesting there because she's kind of talking about how in this whole song, particularly when she says, I won't show you my cards, how she's like, I'm going to be living in their heads rent free. Like, I know how to play the game. I know how to play their hearts. But in the bridge, she says, off of my head because I can't stop thinking about you. She's like, oh no, what I thought was me playing the court is actually the court being played, playing me. So she's like, well, now I am the one, who has someone living rent free in my head, and I need to handle that situation. The script has been flipped. This one was a fun one. I like this one. I'm trying to think. So after that one is All Girls Go to Heaven. We love that song. Then we have a song called No One Tells You No. No One Tells You No When You're Beautiful. Long title there. And I believe I saw on her Instagram saying that this was the first song that was written for the album. So I'm curious to see what it sounds like, especially with a title like that.
You destroy every home you light up, and you blame everyone that you love. No one tells you no when you're beautiful. You can't see consequences through Gucci lenses. Give a winning hand to you. It's almost like you love to lose.
Okay, I got things to unpack here. She definitely went sadder and slower with this one. You destroy every room you light up and you blame everyone that you love. Only way to kill the pain's to self-destruct. Sitting back with the match, wondering why it's burning up. So she's definitely talking about someone who is like this magnetic force, who is definitely experiencing some sort of mental turmoil, and they're like basically like self-sabotaging, aka self-destructing, and not understanding what they're doing. And it says, I'm trying to hate you while I'm trying to save you. No one tells you no when you're beautiful. You can't see consequences through Gucci lenses. So I guess it's say when like you've been coddled your whole life and like made to feel like you're top of the world, you kind of just never learn. You stay high because you're terrified to fall. I think a world that was too gentle was the death of your potential. God gave the winning hand to you. It's almost like you love to lose. It's like someone who's been given every like best opportunity in life, who basically just decides to like waste their potential, or just like was coddled so much that they never got to fully like realize what it means to fight and struggle and to like build something of your own. So I'm curious to see where this goes. It's like the brightest of smiles hold the deepest of sadness sort of situation.
We all got our downfalls, but yours is a landslide. Sometimes it's your fault. I've never been where you've been in your mind. Wish I could shake you, see it through your eyes, tell you it's not you.
That one is definitely, like I said, brightest of smiles hold the deepest of sadness inside, especially when it says, the bridge really gets you because it says, I wish I could shake you, see it through your eyes, tell you it's not you. I've never been where you've been in your mind. Because it's basically kind of talking about how it's like everyone we look at who seems to have it all, who has everything put together, who's been given like the greatest of privileges in life, can still be going through some of the toughest of struggles inside, and like we'll never know exactly what's going on in their mind. And she says in there that sometimes it's your fault, but I've never been in your mind. So it's like you kind of like keep sabotaging your own life, and you keep kind of self-destructing, but also it's like that inner voice in your head. I have no idea what that person is telling you. So it's like I'm trying to like empathize with you, but it's really hard to empathize with someone who's like got it all, and seemingly got it all. I have a feeling if I sit on this one for too long, I will cry, because it just sounds beautiful. The lyricism, like if you like really sit down and like contemplate those lyrics and some of those lines, I have a feeling it'll get you. Then the last track we're going to be reacting to today is What If, because the next track after this one was Small Town Scandal, and the next track after that one was Grown Up. It's interesting to me that she ended this album with Grown Up, because it's pretty heavy hitter, but also it hits on a heavy beat to end it all.
Feels like poison, having these thoughts around you. 'Cause if I think too loud,
someone is currently in self-sabotage mode. I'm not sure if the last song, well, I don't think the last one was about her because she's talking from the perspective of wanting to help someone like that. She's kind of exploring a lot of things on this album because she's exploring a breakup with someone that she like has loved over and over again, but she's also kind of exploring her queerness and just like queerness in society. Then we also have her exploring her own past trauma and like her personal demons, particularly on the song Grown Up in there. So I feel like this is basically her kind of entering a relationship of like, I don't know, I can't tell if she's entering a relationship with these things. Well, it says, feels like poison having these thoughts around you, because if I think too loud, you might hear the doubt of like her own personal past, like interfering with the current good relationship. Because she says, what if I lose all that we have? What if forever's a year and a half? What if when I pick door number 2, all I ever do is look for you? What if our love turns into hate? What if we're building this all just to break? I don't want to say what this is, but what if it is. She's like, she's always going to constantly have that doubt in the back of her mind of like, you know, based off of everything that she's been through in recent times and in the past, of like, something's going to always hold her back from the current like good, like happy relationship that she's in. I really like that song. That one is definitely a whole like trying to contemplate if the reason you want to leave a relationship is like because it's like that voice in your head is telling you that you need to leave, like the past demons are talking, or if it's like the voice of reason coming in. Because she says, what if one day when I hear this song, say I knew it all along, or will we listen and laugh, went to hell but we came back. She's like, what if this is just a brief moment in time and all these like all these voices in my head are just telling me things that like can eventually be resolved. And she says, one day when I hear this song, I'll still wish that I was wrong, or we will laugh, or will we listen and laugh, went to hell but we came back. Kind of in that unknown phase of like, is this something that is founded on actual like evidence, or is it something founded on personal fears sort of situation? I love the build there. You kind of see this one sonically going into Grown Up, because Grown Up goes a very hard build, where this one kind of has a more gradual build to it. But that is the last song that we were reacting to for this album. So let's hop into the ranking. Alright, so it's probably been a few days since I listened to the Queen of Hearts album, so this is my tentative final ranking of all 8 tracks. Now, I know for a fact that Small Town Scandal and Grown Up probably have top spots or higher spots, just because I've been listening to them for a hot second and they have been on repeat this year. In terms of like the 4 new tracks that we got, my favorites were What If and No One Tells You No When You're Beautiful. I don't know where they will rank personally, but I think that's a future me problem. This is me currently. This is present me, future me problem. We'll deal with that ranking. But let me know what your favorite song on the album was, what your album ranking is, and what you would like me to react to next.